Alright. Hey guys, it's me, Alice Squawker, and today I decided to do a book review today, but I couldn't, just dropped it. I couldn't decide to do a book review between To All the Boys I've Loved Before and Abundance of Katherine's books that I have read last month. If you want to go check out those wrap-up videos that I did recently, not recently, but like last month, go check it out. So I know To All the Boys I've Loved Before is a very hyped book, not overhyped book. But I decided to give my review to An Abundance of Katherine's by John Green. And stick around to the end of the video because I got an awesome surprise. So anyway, An Abundance of Katherine's is about a guy named Colin, and he has dated 19 Katherines. And in the book, he just got dumped by the 19th Katherine, and his friend is like, oh, let's go and take a road trip. So they take a road trip, and they go to, I think it was like Tennessee or Kentucky, I forget which one. And they meet this girl there who I am trying to find. Oh my god, what is her name? I have read this book last month, and this is why I need to quickly do reviews as soon as I read them. Lindsay, that's her name. Lindsay. And he meets a girl named Lindsay, and they're in a small town, and so it just follows it from there. And the big thing about this book is that it revolves around Colin with his breakup theorem. I forget what it's exactly called. Okay, here we go. The theorem of underlying Katherine predictability. And yeah, so that's what the whole entire book focuses around. And it's really cool because I'm trying to find one where it gives it. I just passed by it. It also gives, like, these little, like, things. I forget what they're called, but, like, these things under here. And that's what I really like about the book, because it also gave information, like, that I didn't know. And it will give some things and facts about it and, like, backstory on the characters, which I also really liked. And, yeah, let's dive into the review. So, a lot of people don't like An Abundance of Katherine's. And plus, this is, like, one of John Green's, like, books that not a lot of people have read, and I wish a lot more people have read this book because this book was really good. This had to be one of my favorites of 2017 so far that I read, along with To All the Boys I Have Loved Before, and I was in love with this. I loved every single second of it, and I thought it was really good. The characters were a bit iffy here and there. They felt a little bit too cliche. And overall, I was in love with this book, if you can't tell. Like, I'm literally trying to find words to describe this book. It was just really good. It was a quick read. And I was just, oh my god. I was in love with it. And it was great. So, guys need to read this book. And the thing, too, is that I knew it was going to be a romance somehow between Lindsay and Colin, but I felt like if there was the romance between Lindsay and Colin, then the book would have slowed down a bit, but I understand, like, John is trying to give Colin a new love person thing, and I was just in love with it, and I literally cannot say how many times you need to read this book because it's so good. Like, if you really love John Green, and, like, my goal this year is trying to finish all John Green books, and I only have Will Grayson left to read, I would highly suggest, like, I don't know, like, reading this, because it's better than Paper Towns, slightly better than Fault in Our Stars, and not as good as Looking for Alaska. That's my thing. I will probably give my John Green wrap-up in June because my June TBR theme is LGBT. And Will Grayson revolves around LGBT. So, yeah. Can we all just take a moment? I freaking love Hassan. I just called him Hass throughout the book. I absolutely loved him. I thought he was super hysterical and pretty relatable. And Dingleberries just needs to be on a sweater. And I would wear it every single day because Dingleberries. And it was just so good. I thought my video went up to the 5-minute mark, but it just did. So, if you can't tell, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. Or a 5 out of 5 stars. There we go. And do I suggest reading this? Yes. But as a, like, if you want to read John Green and you want to see what his writing is like, I would suggest reading The Fault in Our Stars first, so you have a feeling of what he's going to read. And then, because the order I read the books in was Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns, Let It Snow, and then Abundance of Katherines. I wouldn't even read Let It Snow because it was so bad if you have not watched my review for it, but I would highly suggest Looking for Alaska, Fault in Our Stars, and this one. Paper Towns wasn't as good. The movie was a lot better, but yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what John Green books have you read. And as for my big surprise that I have, if you guys do not know me personally, I have set up a little free library within my community. And if you guys don't follow Victoria Schwab, she recently asked if anyone wants sample or if anyone wants extras of her book. And I emailed her saying what I was doing and what I do, and I explained to her my project, and I also explained how I'm a booktube review, and she is willing to send books to me, so that way they can be for my little free library. I also did mention that that most of the communities, or the 2 communities that I have, are Spanish speaker books or Spanish speaking people where English is not their first language. And I also saw how she had some Spanish books in there. So I'm very excited with working with her. I am over the top happy. Like, this probably made my month, if not my year. I know it for sure made my day, but this probably made my whole entire year. And this is what I wanted to do in the first place. I wanted to ask authors if they can donate books.